Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. This I call chapstick, and this is pumpkin pie flavored and scented. I picked it at random. I am hella excited for today's video. You see the title, right? Yes, but let me get to the intro first. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy what you see and you decide to stay. If you are returning, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are I was gonna get into the video again. Let me do the intro. Fenty primer, 3 pumps. I call this the crazy troll nation because I just get excited over like stuff, and I'm hella excited for this video. 3 pumps of the Fenty foundation, number 335. I call this the crazy troll nation because the crazy just enjoying doing videos if you do, and whether you do videos or not, enjoying the channels that you watch. And if you do videos, knowing it's okay to just be yourself, be your authentic self, not feeling like you need to emulate someone else or change your personality, or being overly concerned with, you know, are they going to like who I am? Like, just be yourself. Your people will find you. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community's standards. You set the standard for yourself, y'all. Try not to feel like you need to use a particular brand or a particular technique or a particular tool, because sometimes we may feel that way because we watch videos and they're like, you need to get this palette, you need to apply this with this type of brush, you need to apply it like this if you want this type of look, yada yada yada. Now if you're recreating a look, okay, yeah, but just in general, if you're just doing your makeup, use what you want to, how you want to, with whatever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we are about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. That's what we stand for here. Loving yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. I do curse sometimes in my videos because I curse sometimes, period. So what you see is what you get. I'm excited for this video because, and you know from the title, I don't do clickbait. This is my first ever, hopefully not last, but we'll see if we're still friends after this, because I know I be acting a little crazy sometimes. I picked that again the other day, so it's darker again. With Torrance, the one, the only Torrance. I adore him. I love his videos. He is so supportive. This month of McGrath, well, now it's over. Today is July 25th. But the month of McGrath is over because I do pre-film, and I started like the last week in June. So all of July, as you have seen, was month of McGrath. I will tell you right now, if you've been here, you know I normally upload in the morning at 7 a.m. And if I have to double up scheduling videos, the other one will be for in the evening. And Torrance usually schedules his videos for premieres in the evening. And so his video is not up right now. And we did it this way because he wanted to make sure that he was here for both of our videos. And I really do appreciate that. So thank you so much for that, Torrance. So this is a premiere, as you see. And Torrance will be here in the comments. So I'm excited for us to interact more. And his video will be airing tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I will be there. And so I really appreciate that Torrance really wanted to, you know, be here and interact with both of our videos, because usually for collabs we post at the same time and then you just go from one to the other. And so I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. So thank you, Torrance. He is so supportive. My Pat McGrath, I've been posting on Instagram. He's been liking all of those. I was posting them on Twitter. He's been liking all of those. And I'm just like, this dude is everywhere. And I know he's really busy. So Torrance, I really appreciate you. I love his videos. I love his personality. He's funny, but he doesn't try to be. And if he's doing a review or whatever, or first impressions, he will tell you what he thinks. And I appreciate that. Like, don't just say what you think people want to hear. But I find him to be very authentic and to be very honest, and that's always a plus in my book. So I don't know, I think it might have been, I don't know how we got here. I know how we got here for the collab. Yeah, I'm dealing with redness again under here, so let me see if I can take a smaller brush and get in there with this foundation and concealer. I don't know if it was under one of my videos or under one of his, and he was talking about the motherships or something, or I think I commented under one of his videos, and he said I was killing it with the with the Pat McGrath Motherships. And I think, correct me Torrance if I'm wrong, that he said he hasn't been using his lately just because of just life and, you know, I'm being busy and everything. And so I commented, well, we need to do a collab for you to use your motherships. You know, I'm all for it. We're here. And I wanted him to pick one that he hadn't used in a while. And we're using Decadence. Y'all, I am just so excited. So I was sitting here thinking, like, what can I do that I haven't done already? Because I did 19 looks for the month of McGrath, and I'm like, what else can I do? But I sat here and I looked at the palette. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to do the damn thing. And I'm excited about it because I really don't know how it's going to turn out. So I'm just hoping for the best, as I usually do with my looks. But something that always makes me smile, well, a couple things always makes me smile with Torrance's videos. At the end of his videos, he has one of them. This is my fan. You just push the button and it just blows air. He has one of them old Hollywood fans. And so at the end of his video, he goes, cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. And it always makes me laugh. Like, seriously, I laugh out loud every single time as if I've never seen him do that before. And, oh, here it is right here. And also, the way he pronunciates, or I should say enunciates words, sometimes makes me laugh too. When he know his looks be bomb. He do. And he'll do a look, and he'll look in the monitor, and he'd be like, baby, you see what this is doing? And I'm like, what? Because I just say baby, but he's like, baby. So, like, you know it's hitting when you enunciate. And it does, Torrance. It makes me smile. I'll just be like, wow. Like, it is hitting. It is hitting. He'd be like, baby, you see what this is doing? I'd be like, I see it. I'd be talking to my TV. I'd be like, I see it. But he's just a joy to watch. And so I do encourage you to, if you're not subscribed to him, if you haven't heard to him, between this video and his tonight, check out his channel. I will tag him below. You can click on that and it'll take you directly to his channel. So just check out his content, check him out, and, you know, click the notification bell so you won't miss his video tonight. Again, this is a collab. I'm super excited about it. I'm excited to see what he does, and I'm just excited overall. And even though I've been using McGrath all this time, I'm still just like, I get to use it again. And to still try to do something different, because I know with part 2 of this series, well, first of all, part 1 was me trying to do ethereal looks. And I say trying because ethereal looks is not my thing. I do think they are beautiful looks, but I like the dark, the swamp water, the murkiness, the different type of looks. And that had been what I was doing with the motherships, or trying to do with the motherships. I said, for part 1, let me try to do the typical mothership looks that I see people do. So that was part 1. And part 2 was pairing the palettes. And being that I had already done however many looks with the motherships, I think this might be 5 or 6, maybe 7 with Decadence. But I'll put it somewhere over here, like what number look this is. And if there's room, I'll put it in the title. And so for me, it became, what can I do that I haven't done already? Because I don't want to do the same type of looks. And I meant to just prime one eye at a time. Because we're doing a 2-tone look. So I have out 6 of my Motherships. Oh my gosh, girl. 6 of my Hourglass number 3 brushes. I was going to use the Fenty because these are more dense than the Fenty, and because Decadence is all metallic, I don't find I need a dense brush with it, and the Fenty is less dense, but I only have 4 of those. I thought I had more. So we're using 6 Hourglass number 3s, which you don't need to use the same brush. I just have this OCD thing sometimes. And for lower lash line, we're using the Hourglass number 9 brush. Is that number 9? Yeah, the number 9 brush. So that's going to blow it out. We're going to be all the way funky, and we're using contrasting liners. We're going to do a bold lip like this. I don't know, y'all. We're going to see. I hope it turns out nice. If it doesn't, Torrance, forgive me. This is what Decadence looks like if you have not ever seen it before. All jewel tone, all metallic. I have sensitive sinuses even right now, and I can still smell the vanilla. Some people aren't able to, but again, I do have sensitive sinuses. So even right here, I can smell the vanilla. So we're going to do a 2-tone. One is going to be with the reddish orange shades, and one is going to be with the blues. For me, when I initially got this palette, up until I started pairing palettes, I had only used this on its own because for me, this shade and this one blends out into a matte. And I've always heard people say this is a great companion palette because it's all metallic, but I had only ever used it by itself until I started pairing it for part 2 of the Pat McGrath series I did in July. But we're going to do all metallic again. So this is to show you, and Torrance wanted to show this as well, that you can do an all metallic look. Some people were like, oh, never, I need a matte transition, matte outer corner, whatever. So we're here to show you together. You do not have to have mattes unless you just want to. And it may just be getting out of your comfort zone because YouTube teaches us a certain way to do things. Do your own thing, y'all. Be a troll. Do your own thing. So for one eye, oh my God, I hope I don't get mixed up. We're going to do Blue Blood, this shade here. And that's going to go, I am just so freaking excited. This is going to go on the outer corner over here, and I really did want to do one eye at a time, and I still could, but for me the tacky primer, the Fenty primer is a tacky primer, and so that's why if I'm doing one look on each eye, I prefer to just do one eye at a time because my puffiness starts to stick to my lid, like the crease part, it starts to stick. So you see this is a metallic. But look at this. It's not that bold, bright, shiny. You see what I mean? And if you're back here, like, yeah, when I turn, you can see a little bit of the shine. But looking at it this way, it's like, that's like just a regular shadow. But I do really like this. I really, really like this. I love this palette. It's a beautiful palette. We're going to switch brushes. Oh, Lord Jesus. And we're going to go, because I did want to do just one eye at a time. And we're going to take Underworld, this shade here, and that's going to be on the other eye. I really don't know, as usual, what this is going to look like in the end. And so, for me, what I call a 2-tone look is, even though the lid shades are completely different, I tie in, like, since this is going to be the red-orange eye, this is going to be the bluish eye, I'm going to put blue somewhere over here and red somewhere over here. So for me, that ties the looks in together. And I have worn 2-tone looks out, and sometimes even not putting, like if I put a red over here and put a blue over here somewhere, sometimes I don't even do that. It's just 2 completely different eyeshadow looks. And I have gone out like that, and people are like, wow, that's really pretty. And I think because it's different and most people wouldn't do it, or they wouldn't do it and go out. And so it is noticeable in a good way. Like, I've never had anybody like, they've always been like, wow. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to try new things. And that's the troll part, not caring too much about standards. Like, just wear whatever you want to wear and just rock it. Because if you're walking with confidence, that's what people are going to pick up on. And they're just going to be like, wow, like, I wish I had the nerve to do that. And I'm like, you can do it. And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, child, please, just do your thing. Do your thing, boo-boo. So this is what we have so far. We're going to take, I'm tripping, I know, Hedonistic, this shade here. And that's going to go on the center over here. So this is definitely different for me, because when I was looking at the palette, I'm like, what can I pair together that I haven't done? And I didn't go back and look at everything, all the videos or my notes in my lookbook. But I was just like, I need to do something different. And I'm like, I don't think I've done a two-tone look with this palette. And also this helps me use more shades too. So you will see two different looks. And if you want to do a two-tone, you can. If not, you can do this look on both eyes. You can do this look on both eyes. I'm going to blend in between. Well, sweep in between to blend, I should say. Wow, that's nice. That is nice. We're going to take some more Hedonistic and we're going to tap that right here. Also, I don't always do a traditional transition shade because I take my lid shades into the transition area, well, into my crease, which is here, and transition area, which is here, so that way when I look at you, you can see it. Because as you can tell, when I don't do that, you see a sliver of my mobile lid just above my lashes. That is it. And when I look down, from here to here is the mobile lid. My crease gets eaten up under the puff. So that's why I take my lid shades all the way up here. And so my, what I would call upper transition shade sometimes is just my brow bone shade. That is nice. Look at that. I'm loving it. We're going to take Lapis Luxury, if I can find it, this shade right here. I am digging this. Yo, the lip is going to be funky. I was going to do one thing, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something else. Because there was a lipstick that I'm thinking of decluttering because I just don't use it. So then I thought, maybe I'll just use it for this look just to see. But now I'm doing the looks, I'm thinking, I don't know, it might be too much. Am I ever not too much? This shade, actually all of these shades, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lightly sweep in between, or I should say on the line where they both meet, just to blend. Look at, baby, do you see this, Torrance? Do you see this? I want to take this higher up over here because there's more space here than here, which may not really matter. This is the brush that had this shade on it, which was Underworld. So we're just tapping up a little bit higher. Actually, we're going to sweep. So I really don't want to add more because I don't want it super dark, but I just want to get rid of some of that excess space that we see. I think we did it. We're going to go, that's the shade, the center shade, and we're going to just tap that right here. So we're taking that further up as well. Yeah. I am loving this, y'all. I didn't add more on the brush, but we're going to just lightly just press and sweep outward. So even though they're different colors, we're trying to keep the same shape as far as where the different colors are. So that's what this part is about. Wow. All right, so we're going to put that down. Let me put this brush next to that brush. I'm trying to keep the brushes grouped together in case I need to go back to them. We're going to take Inferno, this shade right here, and for some reason I think it's going to be bright, but we're going to see. And that's going to go here. This was a good choice for brush, even though I said I didn't need a dense brush with these shadows, which I don't, because they are so smooth. And so doing this, overlapping, our blend is done. This is done. So if you want a monochromatic red, green, it ain't even green, what? A monochromatic red look, here you go. This shade, what's on the center? Hedonistic. This is in the center. This is a fiery shade. Because see how it looks almost orange, but then it looks red? And I have forgot. And so when I was looking this way, I see orange right here. This top piece right here, the way the light hits it. But then down here, it's the reddish. You see this orange piece right here? Like a fiery, that's a fiery shade. And that plays off of Inferno, the shade that we just put right here. So we're going to put that brush down. And we're going to go into Enigma, this shade here. Y'all, I don't know, did I want to do that? Yeah, because Sterling is bright. So we're going to take Enigma, this shade down here. I am hella excited because I sit and look at palettes and think of what to do where that's pretty. But I really don't know, like, how is it going to look once I put it on. You know what I mean? These shadows in this palette are true to pan. There's some brands, the shadow looks one way in the pan, and when I put it on my lid, I'm like, oh, if you want a blue monochromatic look, here you go. I got you. I'm excited to see what Torrance is going to do. I am blending this upward, even though you may not want to, because usually brow bone highlights are not metallic shades, but we doing what we want to do over here. This brush had this inner corner shade, and we're just going to sweep this under the brow right here. And that is it. Oh my gosh. I don't know about the lip now, because then I thought too to do a color block, but I'm like a red and like a bluish. The lip is going to be all the way funky. For our lower lash line, wait. Hold that thought. We're going to take this, actually 2 of these. Did I use one already? Yeah, we're going to take 2 of these. Because we didn't put any shadow right here, we're just going to go in small circular motions. There is no shadow on this brush, just to blend it upward, just enough to take away my skin tone color, which is actually the primer color. Because the Fenty primer does have a tint to it. And so that is that. So I don't know if you can see a difference. Like, you see how my skin is here, you don't see any skin here. So we're going to put that brush away. Brush with no shadow on it, we're going to do the same thing. Just small circular motions just to blend it up just a little bit. Now keep in mind, this is an all metallic look, but it don't look crazy. I don't think. But then this is the Crazy Troll Nation, so maybe it does look crazy. I don't know. But we're just going in small circular motions just to blend this up, to take away some of that space. And looking back here, this does not look like a shiny metallic, and neither does this one. But the way they blend, when I lift my brows, it does. But like, just like this, because it's so dark, it's deep, the blend, oh baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now what are we doing? We're taking 2 NYX retractable eyeliners. This one is deep purple. We're going to put that under here. This one is deep blue. We're going to put that under here. I don't have a red, and I did look. I used to have Snatched. I'm wondering if I could. This doesn't really show up though. This is the one from MAC, and this shade is Stage 5 Clinger. So I could do this one under here. It's not really a color. Let's do that. So what was I going to put there? We're still going to put deep blue there, so let me put that down, and we're going to put away the purple. So I tried this from MAC. I wanted to see was it going to irritate my inner rims, and it doesn't, which is great. So actually, yeah, let's do our inner rims first. It doesn't really show up though. They had other colors, but there were colors that I have in the NYX retractable eyeliners, and so I didn't want to get a similar color as something I already had. So you see it's there, but not there. You can tell it's something. So comparing this lash line to this one, you can tell it's something, but it's not like bam, pow, in your face. And we're also going to put this on our lower lash line. So this is how we're tying in the looks, because we have this shade kind of over here. So we're going to put this here. And you can probably guess we're putting one of these shadows under here where this is. So that's how we tie in a two-tone look. So that is that. And we could just leave it like this, to be honest with you. So we're going to put that down, and then we're going to take the deep blue from NYX. Oh, you know what I wanted to do also? I wanted to put that on my upper rim. We're going to do that real quick. Super quick. And we're going to do the blue, the deep blue, So this is going to tie in with the blue on this side. We're going to do our lower rim under here, or in here, I should say. That is that. And we're going to put it on our lower lash line. I'm thinking now I want to use a smaller brush to put the liner colors on my lower lash line, the shadow, because those hourglass domed brushes, it would really blow out the color because it's a thick brush. And I'm looking at this now thinking I don't want to like blow it down. I'm going to bring this here, which is challenging because my skin moves over here. So that's there. Let's go back to the MAC one. And because when I do this, it just gets stuck. So that's why I have to come this way. But then sometimes the line ends up distorted. And I'm not really a fan of doing this, because then when I let it go, sometimes it looks distorted just because of the puffiness that I have going on. So we're just going to just try to put that there. Okay, what are we doing now? So if I use this brush to put under here, do we want to blow it out? No, we don't. We don't. We're going to take two Fenty brushes. These are number 220. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to take Blue Blood, this shade here, and we're going to put that under this eye. This was a good brush for this because it's tapered. And we're going to bring it up here where we tried to put the liner. Y'all, we're using contrasting liners for upper lash line too. I just remembered I didn't even finish my face. So we are going to do that. I need to figure out if I'm going to keep that in the video. Girl. And for the other eye, we're going to take Underworld, this shade right here, this blue. So we're using this outer, that outer corner shade from under here, this outer corner shade we're going to put under here. So if you are wanting to do a two-tone and tie both eye looks in together, this is how you can do it. But wait, there's more. We're not done with the eyes yet. Part of me doesn't even want to finish the face. I'm like, let's just focus on the eyes. It came out nice, I think. Let me know what you think. Because I really was just like, I hope it turns out nice. Sometimes my looks don't come out nice, but you know, it is what it is. Everything doesn't always turn out the way we want it to. Oh my gosh, I am digging this. I'm going to put all these brushes we used away. The two brushes I did not use. Now, we are getting all the way funky. We are going to take, y'all going to be like, ooh, Inglot gel liner. It's number 79. This is going over here. All the way funky. I told you. I told you. I don't use this much. But when I do, I drink those sakis. I tilt my mirror down here so I can see. But the few times I have used it, I was like, ooh, baby, look at this color. You see that? And when I first used it, I remember saying, I don't know if it's going to make me look sick, because certain tones of reds and pinks can make people look like they have pink eye. But when I put it on, I'm gonna be still in your enunciation, Torrance. Baby. You see this? And got my little small little double wing thing going on over here. Y'all. Oh, I almost dropped the lid. Oh my. Ooh. And I have colored eyeliners too. But this side, because we're still tying in the colors, we're going to use Slate. This is so much fun. Thank you so much, Torrance, for this video. And we are going to, these are the Melt gel liner brushes. And I do really like these brushes. It's one of the few that I can get a thin line with the Melt liners. This one is a Melt liner. a melt gel liner. I was finally able to get a thin line with other liner brushes with the melt liners, but it took me like a lot of practice. I'll just say it that way. Whereas it seems like with the melt brush, it was just easier, and that's why I wanted to get more. And I did get 2 more, so now I have a total of 3. The first one I purchased, it was half off. The other 2 was a 30% off sale, and I kept saying I'll wait for another 50% off. But I got impatient. And I'm like, 30% is still a discount. And they sent it in a huge box. I showed it in the haul video. And somebody said it should have been a pallet in that box as big as it was. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to just put a little bit more like right here on the inside. I don't do graphic liner on the inside because my eyes tear. So even if I did like down, like brung the line like down here, which is a really nice look, it wouldn't stay that way. And so I don't bother. Maybe one day I will, just because part of me is like, do it for this look. But I am loving this look, so I am not trying to mess it up at all. So that is the liner. We're gonna put on the Lancome Cils Boost mascara primer. And because of how that formula is, do I have fallout? I think I might see something here. So what we're going to do really quick, because there is still some primer and foundation left on here. So we're just going to just dab here. I wanted to use this brush again for foundation because I don't know if I'm just being more rough with brushes or not. But those e.l.f. brushes, the newer ones that I purchased for foundation, they are creaking, which means they're not going to last long. And they're about to fall apart already. So I'm just like, okay, let me try this other brush I have. And I loved this one for powder foundation. I don't always use powder foundation because I always end up wasting. Because once I hit pan, I have to throw it away. Because wherever the brush hits in that pan and it touches my face breaks out. I have an allergic reaction to nickel, which is what the pan is made out of. And so that's why I don't use powder foundations that much, because I always feel like I'm wasting. Now, if I get it, the MAC foundation, the powder foundation on sale for like 40% off or 30% off, okay, that's worth it. But, you know, I buy it knowing it's going to end up in the trash. Where was that other brush? Just the one I used? Yeah. Just going to clean up this line. It would make sense to just put more eyeliner there, right? All right, we're going to leave that like that. This side is more blown down. Is it a big deal? I don't know. But we're going to take that brush and we're actually going to dip lightly back into Blue Blood. Was that Blue Blood? No, that was Underworld. And we're just going to bring this down more because this side is blown down more. And even though it is 2 different looks, we still want, well, I still would like the shapes to be the same as much as possible. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to put on the Lancome Cils Boost mascara. I don't have a red mascara, but I do have a purple. We are all the way, like, for real funky. And I don't think I've ever done a 2-tone look quite like this. Because my 2 tones, I don't think they were monochromatic. And so this is really new for me. And I'm loving the contrasting eyeliners that I missed doing during the month of McGrath. Because it was just like black everything. Black liner, black mascara. So that is that. I do think this is almost done. Not quite sure yet though, but we will see. So what we're going to do, we're going to use MAC Stack Mascara. We're going to put a blue, this is Cobalt, on this side. So that'll tie in the blue. And we're going to take Viva Violet. Is that the name of it? Yes, and we're going to put that over here. So this is going to substitute for red. And actually this would go with both of them. But we're being extra and just using a whole bunch of stuff today. Let me know what you're thinking of this look in the comments. Make sure you're, if you like the video. If you like the video, make sure you thumbs up the video. If you're watching this on the replay, I do reply back to everybody, so still feel free, you know, to leave your comments down below. There's super thanks if you want to do that. There's a membership if you want to do that. Honestly, I'm just glad you're here, so don't feel obligated to do any of those. I'm just glad you're here. Seriously. So this is this over here. Am I missing a piece? Sometimes, because that mascara base goes on white, I can tell when I miss it. But then I learned that it dries down clear, because I left it white one time because it looked really nice, and then as it dried it was clear, and I'm like, that was disappointing. I think I was doing like a gray smoky eye look or a gray monochromatic look, and so to have the white liner, I mean the white mascara look, it was really nice, but then it dried clear, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, do I need to find a white mascara? If I could find a mini white mascara, I would, because I know I wouldn't finish a full-size tube of it, but it would be fun to have. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this like she wasn't joking that it was going to be funky. I don't know about that lip. Oh my gosh, the lip. I'm second guessing the lip. I still didn't do the face. I keep forgetting I didn't finish the face. We're going to we're going to powder down with the Fashion Fair Set It Loose powder, truly tawny. Oh, we're good for time. We're at 36 minutes. I don't know why it seemed longer. You know what? I was moving in this video. You know why? Because I'm excited. And so I just kind of just was just talking and going and talking and going. Because sometimes I feel like I'm in slow motion. But, yeah, we was rolling in this one. Oh, man. I missed using this powder, too. Because it works. And I don't choke half the time when I use it. Actually, I don't never choke when I use it. When I first was using that powder, I was choking every time. Every time I would put it on. A couple videos I had to edit out where I had to get up and go get some water. Because the powder was in my throat. I kept coughing and choking. But this right here... it's perfect. It doesn't change what my skin looks like, which is what the foundation looks like. And doesn't change, I was going to say what the concealer looks like, but with this foundation, I don't use concealer. So that makes it even easier. All right, we're going to do the face real quick. We're going to do a Makeup by Mario cheek situation, because I haven't used it in a while. And actually, excuse me, I didn't even miss it. And so I'm like, do I want to even keep it? They have a lot of life left into them. This is the bronzer, and this is Soft Sculpt bronzer in dark. I never even took the plastic thing off of the mirror. I haven't used this in a while, as I said. So I'm like, let me put this on to see if I remember why I liked it so much. I only have the one bronzer from his brand, the one blush, and the one highlighter. I remember really liking it. This, I cannot go wrong with it. Like, you see this. You see this. We're going to take a little... down here. You guys are going to really enjoy, I think, Torrance's videos. He does tutorials, which I love. And I know they're not as popular as they were like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But I really like them. And some people are like, well, just show me the colors. But because I don't always perceive color the way other people do, I might think, okay, that's a green. But really it was like a blue and a silver that they mixed together. So I don't even always know what the shadows are or what the colors are. So it helps for me to see the process. And Torrance explains, okay, I'm doing this because of this. Look at how this does this, blah, blah, blah. And that's helpful for me. And if you're newer to makeup, that may be helpful for you too. And it's just enjoyable for me. I like seeing the transformation. I like seeing the process. You know what I mean? And so, and as I said, his personality is really cool. He's a really cool dude. And we've been chatting quite a bit lately. So that's the bronzer. I'm like, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So then we're going to take the blush. The blush is Wildberry. That was a Fenty brush. This was the 190. This is a Fenty brush number 125. And for highlighter, we're going to use the 120. But let's get the blush on. I'm kind of thinking not even do blush because like we got enough going on with the eyes. I'm closing this. I'm not even going to tap in anymore. So you saw we tapped in, and off of those taps, excuse me, we put it on both cheeks. So I don't want to do too much because, yo, I am digging the eye look. Like this is nice, I think. And it is definitely different. Now we're going to take the highlighter brush. The highlighter is Soft Glow highlighter and the shade is Honey. That's what that looks like. And it looks like it's a dual chrome. You see that? And I forget how it looks on because I haven't used it in a while. But we're going to just put this right here and that's it. That is it, just right there. It's looking kind of grayish, like a gray cast. I've been noticing that lately, like when I do videos, I'm like, oh wow, that's really nice. But then when I look back, I'm like, I don't know. We're going to take the brush that had the powder on it, the translucent. Well, it's not translucent, but on me it looks translucent. And we're just going to, see, I don't know if I like this gray cast right here. I used to always love this, and maybe I was putting it on top of the blush, like as a blush light. I don't know, but I do like the lit from within highlight look. What is that? The text with some code for something. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I mean, I like it, but I'm kind of like, Let me know. Let me know if this is okay, or if you're seeing like what I'm seeing, which is like a gray cast. And I didn't even bring it down to here. I don't know. So we'll see. The lip. I'm nervous about the lip. So we're gonna wipe off a little bit of the chapstick. What I was going to do for the lip, and I do think it would be a better choice than what I am going to do for the lip. But we're going all the way funky punk rock here. What I was going to do for the lip, I was going to put on Max Caviar Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. And I was going to put the Frost lipstick on top of it. That's what I was going to do. And then I thought blue. Rock and Roll Beauty that I was thinking of decluttering, and this one is called Bat Wings, and it is like it's a bright blue. So this is what we're gonna do. Max Caviar on the back of the hand. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna put it right here too. Oh, okay. And I am delirious. This is Bat Wings. So you see what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to be all out, just blue, yeah. But I'm still thinking of doing the blue because it'll still tie in over here, but it may look off. I'm gonna smooth that out because it's looking, I put more in one place than another place, but it probably won't matter. It's just a swatch, right? That just may look too off from like all the red and the fire, but I think we're still gonna do it. I want this to dry down because I want to show you what this looks like over top of it. Somebody had asked, or they had said that they wished that I had done swatches with it. I'm trying to dry down the one in the middle. This just makes it look shiny. This is nice on its own, and even though you see all the different colors in it, it doesn't show up all the different colors. So I am putting this on top of this in the middle, so it just makes it more shiny. You see it? And this is what I was thinking like for this, but then the blue is like, dude. And so this is the lipstick by itself. Keep in mind I just put it over black lipstick, so we're going to do another swatch up here because we got the black lipstick off of it. This is over the black. This is the lipstick on its own. This has traces of the black lipstick on it. So Max Caviar black, Max Caviar, which is a black with on and on top of it. This is on and on by itself. It's gorgeous. And this is bat wings. We're still gonna do bat wings. I think this will be better. Or just the black. I'm babbling. Let me just get to it, because y'all, my signature lip is a black lip. But I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this, and so that's why we're going to use it. But this right here, and I specifically purchased on and on to put over Max Caviar, and I got it from the CCO, and it was like the last one on the shelf, and I'm like, I want that. I swatched it. I'm like, I want that. That'll look nice over black. So this is bat wings. Excuse me for the hiccup. It wasn't a belch, Torrance. I listen to you when you talk in your videos. So we're not going to talk about belches. Yeah, so I do like the color. I don't use it often. And it's my only blue. And so that's what makes me want to keep it. But then I was thinking, realistically, am I going to use it? I'm gonna keep it. I knew I was gonna mess up. I'm gonna keep it because I do like it. And trying it again, I'm using the tip of it after I do this. I'm going to use the tip of it to line my lips. Trying to do a lip while talking, it's not a good idea, because then y'all mess up like I keep doing. And it's like right here. My lips are not symmetrical, and I don't try too hard to get them to be. Torrance is good at that, like making things look symmetrical. I'm just like, it is what it is. He does really bomb looks. I like this lip, and you notice I didn't dip back in, and it's not a lot left on the wand, which is great because I'm just blending, placing. I think the lip is too blue for the look, even for the blue side. But we all the way funky. We going to a punk rock concert, to a rave. We're going somewhere. And I need to get this off the back of my hand before I forget and lay it on my lap and be like, why is all these stains on my clothes? This is the finished look. Torrance, thank you. Listen, y'all, let me know what you're thinking about the look. I'm feeling better now about the highlighter, and I think it just had to sit. I think, because I don't like when there's like a gray cast. I'm not sure. I know I just said I like it now, but then I'm like, the more I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. This is the finished look, y'all. We did it. We did the whole face. I am excited. You have a two-tone, or you can just do this look on both eyes and minus the blue underneath, or you can do this look for both eyes minus the red underneath. If you want to do a two-tone, that's how you tie it in. You got blue over here, you got blue here, upper and lower lash line, and a purple eyeliner, because I mean purple mascara because we didn't have blue, and because of the red and fire up here, red eyeliner, upper and lower lash line, and whatever color mascara that was. Yeah, so that's how you can do that. And you can do a nude lip if you're not sure about what to do with the lip, or just be all the way funky and just do it. But let me know what you're thinking about the lip with this. I do still think, I don't think this would have looked better now that I'm looking at it, because that's because of the tone of it. Maybe this, because it is a dual chrome, so you have like the reddish, and then you have like the shiny blue, which can play off of the inner corner shade and the center shade over here. So maybe this on its own would have been the best choice, or just keep chapstick or a clear gloss or something. So I do think this may have been more safe. Or just a black lip. I think a black lip goes with everything, like I really do. So anyway, I'm really gonna go. Make sure you check out Torrance's page, like what you see. Go ahead and subscribe to him if you're not. Make sure you click the notification bell so you'll see when his premiere goes live tonight. I will be there in the audience because I want to see what he gonna do, because I know it's going to be bomb. Thank you again, Torrance, for this collab. This has been very exciting. It's, even though, you know, I already knew I loved your personality from your videos, I'm really enjoying us chit-chatting about different things. And this has just been really enjoyable. And thank you for agreeing to do this collab. And I'm glad that we made it work. And you all will see me in the next video. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.